Let's see who joins this thing now. Restarted the live. Let's see if you know, it's funny, every time you go to these sales things, you always get like these weird promo things and whatnot. It's kind of funny. Let's see if anyone joins. "52 seconds. Huh. Well, it shows zero. That's weird. Oh, there's someone. There it is. That's probably Bryce. What's going on, Bryce? Yeah, so the car looks... I think the car looks bitchin' with the paint. I freaking love the paint. I guess there's like a 20-second lag. That's what's up. That's cool. So, shout out to my brother Brandon. If you're watching this, miss you, bro. Found out that he's been watching my videos the other day, and that literally like made my day. That was awesome. If my boss is watching, shout out. Thanks for watching. If anyone from work or customers are watching, thanks for watching. And then all you T-Bird nuts, thanks for watching. And then everyone else too, of course. I'm actually rarely just hanging out. Our princess is at a game. Our kids are having fun, so yeah. I'm gonna go get them here shortly, but I figured I'd hang out for a second and at least do something T-Bird related, since it's like a moment of quiet, you know. But yeah, shout out to all those people that got you into cars. It's so funny. I was like literally thinking, I was talking to my wife the other day about how I got into cars, you know, and it was my brother-in-law that helped me a lot, actually. Cool as shit. I had a 77 Trans Am. I miss that car. I don't care. It was so rusty that like you could actually see through the floor in the trunk all the way to the concrete. I don't know if you guys can't chat. It's totally probably my bad. It shows it's live, but I don't know. I think with all the lights in my garage, I like leaving the door open for the fresh summer air, but it gets those mosquitoes and gnats and stuff. I've tried everything. It drives me insane. But yeah, so young guy, first car, drug it out of a field, so to speak. I remember I gave my brother the money so he could go buy this 77 Trans Am while I was at work, and he went and got it. The tires were like as bald as you can imagine. I think they're more wire than tread. Started driving that thing. All of a sudden the transmission went out. And my brother-in-law was like, I don't remember exactly how he said it, but more or less like, you want to fix it? You ain't rich, homie. Go fix it. And so, yeah, I think I pulled the transmission out of that, which took way, 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 way too long. And yeah, sorry, guys. I don't know why the chat's not working, because I turned it on, but I'll figure it out for next time. I don't know if you remember that, Brandon, but that was cool shit. That was like manhood, right? It's like, go fix it. You want your shit fixed? And then what happened after that? Then the thing won't start, and it sits out in the front of the house for God knows how long, like a long-ass time. Long-ass time. And, yeah, bro, you always had my back. I really always appreciate that. There's not that many people in this world that have your back through thick and thin. He's always been one of them, so cheers to that. If I had whiskey, I'd I gotta drive, otherwise I'd be drinking. But yeah, so definitely cheers to that. And then I had that Ranger that we traded. That Ranger was a great truck until I put a V8 in it. But yeah, I guess that's how you learn, right? I don't know. Yeah, so this car's been pretty fun. It's not really been giving me too much hell, but it shakes a little bit. Like the engine, it runs, but it's got like a weird thing to it. I'm not convinced I'm not gonna have to freaking rebuild it, honestly. I kind of wonder, because it was seized and I broke it loose, if maybe one of the rings kind of like didn't do the best. I started it the other day and it was smoking like a pig. It just smoked the entire garage out. And yeah, that was like, it wasn't that cool because no shit, Brandon got a speed racing thing in the Ranger. That's badass. I like that little truck. That thing was dope. The thing was super cool. Yeah, so I had this thing running. It like huge amount of smoke in the garage. I ended up going outside and like sitting on the T-bird. Of course, I didn't stop it. I just let it run, thinking, oh, maybe it'll clear itself out. And yeah, that was not good. It bombed the whole inside of the house, too. I don't know how the hell it did that. It's pretty wild. But, yeah, man, time freaking flies. You never really know how much it flies. That's badass. I'm reading Brandon's messages. If you guys have my cell, text me, because that's cool. I don't know why the chat's not working. I'll figure it out, though. Yeah, so cars just have good memories for me. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but Brandon, I missed that Blazer of yours. I still have the photo where Brandon launches the Blazer in the air and somehow we caught a photo of it. I don't know whose idea it was, but it was badass. That thing was cool. He had those, what are those Nito tires on it? That thing was badass. I just remember Brandon always working on that thing. I'm like, brought that thing back from the dead. That thing was cool. I don't know what I got for gas mileage, but who cares? That thing must have been fun. I remember, like, one of the first times I met Brandon, and he picked me up in that thing with Shalina, and the top being down, I was sitting in the back seat. I was like, this thing's cool as fuck. that thing was rad. So it's still in the valley. It's got black and SS. That's cool. I don't know, those K5 Blazers, you don't really see them out here that much. You see them like every once in a while. One of our girl's friends, Anais' friends, dad has one. And it's like, it's tall. He's got that thing jacked to the freaking ceiling. It's pretty rad. But those things just look mean. They look badass. They're like one of the coolest trucks ever. I don't know. I have, this has not been the week for cars for me, if anyone hasn't heard the story. So the best running cars I have are this one and the T-Bird, the white T-Bird that I call Ghost. Actually, we've got the Ford Edge. That's been fine, more or less, thank God. My truck blew the, I don't want to say blew the rear end out, but something's really goofy going on back there. So there's that. And then for all you other Mercedes guys out there, I've got an ML350. So it's a diesel SUV Mercedes. I've loved the thing. I've had it for a long time, but recently, since it's got some miles on it now, it's just been a headache, like problem after problem, and I keep fixing it, which is part of it, but it's hard when it's a daily driver, and it's hard when it's your wife's daily driver, and you're out of town and it breaks down constantly. So that's been a nightmare. But I finally fixed all this stuff, and I thought about it, Brandon. Yeah, and I finally fixed that stuff, and it has this DEF fluid, which is, if anybody knows what DEF fluid is, it can suck a big one. Whoever invented DEF fluid can just bite me. So you have to put DEF fluid in it. Otherwise, when it runs out, it like goes on a countdown, which is so lame. So anyway, I put 2 gallons of DEF fluid in it, which I never put that much. Usually I put like a gallon every so often. I just throw a gallon in it. Well, it has this stupid countdown procedure, and put the fluid in it, and the countdown didn't stop. It always stops, but this time not. And I'm down to 2. So I can start the car 2 more times, and it will not start again without being towed to Mercedes. The only good thing is Mercedes will tow it to Mercedes for free. That's cool, I guess. But son of a bitch, like, I don't want to spend money on a freaking... I don't take anything to shops or dealers anymore. I really try to do everything myself. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I get real nostalgic about cars, though, Brandon. Like, me too, man. That Trans Am, like, that thing was so much good memories, fun, and it was cool because, I don't know, I feel like we all got a piece of it somehow, you know what I mean? Like, they're not fast, but they feel fast. It's just crazy how, like even this car's a turd, but it's fun as shit to drive. And same with Ghost. Well, actually, I think she is actually pretty quick now because it gets on it. Oh, it did? I forgot about that. Yeah, that Trans Am, who knows how many miles were on that sucker. That thing had probably 1 million miles on it. I think when I got it, it had like 350 or I don't know. I'm guessing. But I'm guessing it had a shit ton of miles on it, though. But yeah, like older cars and like cool shit, like it doesn't matter if we're doing 40 miles an hour, it's cool. I wish my T-Bird had AC and didn't get just completely trash gas mileage. I would just drive that all the time. But then it wouldn't be as special, I think, actually. I love my truck. I put some big ass wheels on it and tires, big chrome wheels, like kid wheels on it. And it looks badass. But then I went and took off the other day. I travel most Mondays and Fridays. I'll travel for work. So I went to go fill it up Sunday night, I guess last week actually. And all I heard was this clunk, clunk. I was like you just know with cars when you're hosed, you know, I'm like, something ain't good. But thank God it was like right in front of my house. So I'm like, oh, dang, the Blazer. Yeah, it's just crazy how shit breaks at like the worst timing. I don't know what it was like for you, Brandon, with the Blazer, because you drove that thing for a long time, man, right? That thing was so freaking cool. That's what I love about old shit. Like, that Blazer, you were doing stuff to it. I don't know. I'm not, like, the paint didn't have to be perfect. It didn't have to be perfect. It was cooler than driving the brand new lame-ass Priuses driving around. Yeah, so then I actually jacked the rear end of my truck up. Since it was right in front of my house, I just drug my jack out there, lifted up the whole rear end, and you could turn the wheel like this far and then it'd connect, and then this far and then it'd connect. I'm like, because that's just, whatever it is, it's not going to be easy, I don't think, or cheap. Two things that are not in my not what I need right now. Yeah, families are expensive, life is expensive, so it's like, it's fun when projects are like at your, you know what I mean? Like, this thing, I can work on it when I want to. It sucks when it's your daily and you're like, all right, plan B, here we go. Cool. Yeah, so Brandon put in that 383 stroker. That thing sounded like a monster. It's so badass. That thing was badass. Like, legit. You're just, like, I don't think I ever drove that thing. That thing would rip, though. I remember when Brandon come ripping in there, it's like, fuck, that thing looks cool. That's the truck that made me want to have, like, any other truck I owned, I always want to lift it. In fact, the tires I got now for my truck, they kind of reminded me in a similar weird way to the ones on the Blazer, and that's what made me like, I'll buy them. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, that was some good shit. Good memories, actually. Time freaking flies. Time flies. I don't like that part, actually. That part kind of sucks. But, I don't know. What's everyone doing for projects this weekend? Oh, I got chat off, so you can't really respond, I guess. Well, let's see. So what are we going to do to this T-Bird? I want to... Holy crap, that was 20 years ago. That's messed up. I never thought I'd be 40. I don't know, like, I know I did, but, like... I know that's, like, a really stupid thing to cry about, but... Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I'm on my second life, because I kind of am. And the second half so far is way better. But there's a lot of things that were really, really badass and cool. Like, I miss you, bro. Miss Shalina, miss the family a lot. Every day, man. Miss being in Oregon with being close to family. Like, I used to go have lunch with my dad and Shalina, my sister, on Fridays. That was cool. I miss that kind of stuff big time. So yeah, what are we gonna do with cars? Ghost needs a paint job again. It's okay. It looks okay on videos. But in person, there's like some spots where it's just failing. It was a paint job in my garage, so I give it some credit for as long as it's lasted. It looks pretty presentable. This one, you can't really see it, but this color right there, that like silver, I think that's the color I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna keep the interior the same color. It's like that blue. I don't know about the wheels yet. The wheels I'm kind of mixed. I don't know what you guys think, but yeah. You know, was another cool car, Brandon, was that Golf that you used to have. That thing was rad. Used to race. You used to race that thing, right? Yeah, and then Bryce had that. Bryce had a couple cool cars in there too. He had his old truck like he used to have, and what was the other one? He had a Blazer too. And what other? We had some cool cars back then. Brandon, you guys had that neon? That thing was rad. I remember when Shalina picked me up in that thing, or we went to lunch in that thing when she first got it. I still remember that. That thing was the shit when they were brand new. Everybody wanted those things. That Golf that you had, you seriously remind me of like Fast and Furious. That thing was pretty dope. That thing had to get on it too. For a little car, that thing ripped. What was the other car you had? Oh, remember? Yeah, Bryce had the blue Blazer. Oh, the neon was yeah, I don't know. Those neon, isn't it funny? The neons, like, they were everywhere and then they were nowhere. It's like all of a sudden you don't see those things on the road ever. Not here, at least. It's like you used to see those things everywhere, and now poof, gone. That Blazer Bryce had was pretty badass. I don't remember if I was driving that thing for a little bit or something, but that thing was pretty sweet too. I think it's like Blazers. But the car that was wicked, Brandon, that you should have bought was that old black Camaro. That thing was sick. The split bumper Camaro. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy because like with cars, like you get to that point where it's like, how much do you keep spending on this shit? Like I really want to get rid of both my SUVs. And it's not like I'm some bougie. Yeah, the one at Heritage, yeah. It's not like I'm some bougie prick. My Mercedes broke and the truck broke. And we were kind of in a bind, so I went and bought this Edge, which isn't as bougie as it sounds either, actually. But then, yeah, the Edge has been having a stupid evap check engine light, which doesn't affect it at all, except you got to do the check engine light. So I got to buy a part for that too. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm gonna have to end the live, guys, because I gotta go pick up the kiddos. But I'll do this again. I didn't realize that was a fake S Camaro. Anyway, guys, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'll do another live and I'll try and fix the chat. I gotta bounce because I gotta pick up the kids. But thanks for watching, guys. Give me a like and a thumbs up. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe. I'm like so close to getting paid for YouTube, but then when I finally get paid, it's probably gonna be like 10 cents. But do it. Anyway, miss my brothers. Miss you, Brandon. Miss you, Bryce. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will catch up with you real soon. It was really fun, and honestly, it was fun because you guys are jumping on, so that made it fun. All right, guys, catch up soon. Light the fires, burn the tires. Hell yeah. Get it.